Alright, so you wanted to watch the 4960 pull, huh? Well, we're on a 24-foot John Deere 635 disc, and we're going to pace him. 24-footer. Kind of an interesting view of the disc and the 4960 and Mr. Tim. Now we're rolling at, we're going to get a little close to the disc there. What are we at? About 5-6 mile an hour. I don't know. I need weight on the front of that tractor. Either that or I need to let some more air out of those tires. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to let some more air out of those front tires. But he's pulling through chisel plowed ground. This is the first trip over. There you go. That's what it looks like when you're running along the side. This is we're finally able to actually move here. It's been a really tough spring for us. We chisel plowed, I don't know, a couple hundred acres, and turned out okay. The chisel plow did, you know. And we were having some trouble with the 4960. I had Desperado running it with this disc, and he complained it overheated. Well, I couldn't see that it was overheating. That was the problem. But he'd get going, and he couldn't get out of 8th gear, because he claimed it was overheating. Well, in 8th gear, that disc is nothing behind that. There's nothing in 8th gear. It's absolutely nothing. So, he claimed it was overheating. Well, I couldn't see that it was overheating at all. It was telling me it was overheating, but it wasn't blowing water out the top of the rad. It wasn't doing anything silly like that. So it's you know, I don't know what gear he's in, but it's kind of a neat drive. Anyway, he claimed that it was overheating, and I did not see that it was overheating. All I could see was that the temperature gauge was claiming that it was overheating. Now, that temperature gauge can say whatever it wanted. It was not overheating. So I drained the antifreeze out. I drained the oil out. I replaced the oil. I replaced the filter, because, you know, that tractor's set for 2 years, and there was rust on the inside of that engine. So I didn't want rust on the inside of the engine, and I wasn't sure whether it was collecting in the filter and causing a shortage of oil, even though the oil pressure light hadn't come on, but I don't trust that thing. So anyways, changed the oil, flushed it out, ran a radiator flush through there yesterday, 40 minutes with the radiator flush. He drained that out, claimed it looked a little brown as it came out of there, but nothing big. So I went back down and bought more cooling system cleaner, which you put in there and you run it for 6 hours at normal load. Well, I didn't even get to the field here, and that thing was screaming at me that it was overheating. So I pulled the radiator cap off the top. I have somebody calling me. It's my father. I pulled the radiator cap. Where was I? I don't even know where I was. Anyways, it turns out that it was a thermocoupler that sends the temperature up to the dash and through the computer, and that's bad. So it's not overheating, it's actually working quite well. So anyways, yeah, that is the 4960, running good and strong and doing its thing, and thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.